welcome back to our channel. We are the Charming Art. Today we are back with an interesting one. We're gonna watch a video here and then we're gonna engage on it. Also, we would like you guys to engage with us on the comments down below. So it says here, teaching in the US versus the rest of the world. So we're gonna watch and see who diragala eng. You know what I'm saying? So please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to our channel. And please let's hear what you got to say about this. Let's watch.
Is Anna. She just graduated from college in the United States. And this is Sophia. She also just graduated from college in Finland. Anna and Sophia both want to be middle school teachers, but it turns out there's a good chance their experiences will be very different. So different that Anna is twice as likely as Sophia to leave teaching for good. That's causing a problem. The supply of new certified teachers in the United States is shrinking, but the number of public school students keeps growing.
Massive teacher shortages. Warnings about teacher turnover.
Educators call Colorado's teacher shortage a crisis.
So what makes Sophia stay and Anna leave? And how can the United States keep more of its teachers in the classroom? In the US, teachers work about 9.25 hours a day. That's an hour and a half longer than the average for teachers in other countries in the Organization for Economic Development, or OECD for short. That's a group of mostly wealthy countries that economists often compare to one another. Teachers in the US work more than 2.5 hours longer than their colleagues in South Korea, Finland, and Israel. There are some countries with similar teacher work hours to the United States, like New Zealand, Singapore, and the UK. Teachers in Japan, for example, work nearly 2 hours more per day than teachers in the US. But in all of these countries, teaching hours are much lower. Of the 9.25 hours that American teachers work every day, they spend about 5.5 of those hours actually teaching. That's more than the OECD average, and significantly more than teachers in New Zealand, the UK, South Korea, Japan, and Singapore. Teachers in these countries get more time for planning, grading, and collaborating with each other. So do all those extra teaching hours translate to better results? Students in the US score slightly above the OECD average on the PISA exam, which tests 15-year-olds all over the world in reading, science, and math. But they score lower than students in countries like Finland, South Korea, Japan, and Singapore, where teaching hours are much lower. If we look inside Anna and Sophia's classrooms in the US and Finland, we'd see Anna teaching an hour and a half more per day than Sophia. Anna also spends more time planning lessons, grading student work, and leading extracurricular activities. But those extra hours aren't necessarily reflected in Anna's paycheck. If you compare Sophia to other people in Finland with college degrees, she makes about 98 cents for every dollar that they make. That's on par with the pay ratio between teachers and college graduates in similar countries. But Anna and other American middle school teachers only make about 65 cents for every dollar that their college-educated peers make. Still, as politicians in the US never tire of pointing out, we spend
more per student than almost any country, I think.
Than nearly every other country in the developed world.
But that figure varies a lot by state. New York spends twice as much as California on each student. Mississippi spends less than half as much as Alaska. And American schools generally spend a lot more on security and other non-instructional costs than schools in other countries. Plus, if you look at the share of its national wealth, or GDP, that each country spends on education, you can see there are plenty of countries spending a bigger share than the US. There's one other difference between Anna and Sophia. When they're asked whether people in their country value teachers, 2 out of 3 Finnish teachers say yes, but just 1 in 3 American teachers agree. There are a lot of reasons why teachers like Anna leave the classroom. But if the US wants to keep more of them around, we might want to take a few pages from Finland's book.
Okay.
So I believe as a teacher you have a lot more to say than I have. Well, I'll talk as a student point of view from having experience as a learner in South Africa. How much do teachers work?
See, I'm in foundation phase, so
Yeah,
It's like in class.
Yeah, for like hours from when do you work and from when do you knock off?
From 8 until, well, it differs, 1:30 usually.
From 8 until 1:30.
Yes.
So it's how many hours? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's not more than 6 hours.
It is.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1.
Oh, but
1:30.
okay, kids
So
1:30, but me 2 o'clock. A teacher.
A teacher too.
Yeah.
8.
So it's like
9,
7
10,
hours.
11, 12. So it's like 7 hours. So
Yeah.
basically, in US, imagine in US they say like teachers work 9 hours, 9.5 hours. That's a lot compared to you. And about pay, I feel like teachers in South Africa get paid way less. Do you get what I'm saying? Because it shows that countries like Finland, South Korea pay much higher.
They
pay
do.
teachers much
See, that's
higher.
why I wanted to go.
Exactly, that's
South
one of
Korea.
the reasons you wanted to go to South Korea. And the other point they included is that learners appreciate teachers more in other countries like Finland and than US. So in South Africa, we do appreciate something because
Hi. Don't lie.
Okay,
Don't lie.
talk from the teacher point of view.
I feel like we are not appreciated by the community, by the learners, by the government. It's just so much. Nobody appreciates teachers. Instead, they nyata us. That's what they do. When you're a teacher, like, oh, you're a teacher. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Like,
Yeah, I understand right.
they
what you're
nyata.
saying.
They nyata. Government nyata us. Community nyata us. The learners nyata us. We are not appreciated here in South Africa. Me, I say that personally.
The community basically do not appreciate you, or
They
I don't feel like they appreciate you, but as you're saying, they nyata you, which means like they undermine you. They undermine you because Vela and a government pays you less than you deserve. So
Well, you
they
might say that,
they,
but
they,
yeah.
they regard you as, you know, like the average citizens. Just because only of pay.
And I feel like we should end like doctors. We should end like doctors, actually, even more like doctors, because doctors come from these hands of teachers.
It's another debate for another day, that one. So we don't know about that. As for you, ne? As for you, I want to ask you, like, recalling. Is there any teacher or is there anyone from your primary days, or maybe your secondary days, your high school days, that the teacher you appreciate, the teacher that you say, like, if it wasn't for
Yes.
this teacher, probably you see
Oh man, yes.
how many, like,
So,
percentage?
a lot.
Exactly.
A lot.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, us as learners, we appreciate our teachers because, you know, teachers in South Africa are somehow doing a good job in making sure that they raise the children, the kids, they raise kids well, because, you know, most kids are at school than they are at home. So basically the teachers are their parents. So they are not necessarily toxic parents. You know, we will say most teachers in South Africa appreciate their job.
Yeah.
Let me not say, oh yeah, they do appreciate their job. Let me not say appreciate. Appreciate is not a good word. They have a passion for their job. They like what they are doing.
Yes.
That is why it will reflect on the kids that they appreciate. You know, if it wasn't for, I have like quite a handful of teachers that I can point out, more especially my English teachers. Like they were like parents to me. You know, they gave good advices. You know, because they wanted to be there. But as for the government, what you're saying, it makes sense. They don't appreciate you because of the pay. It reflects from your play.
Nothing.
It reflects from,
Nothing. Like,
they don't listen to you.
no, this
like,
government.
But what does government of South Africa appreciate?
Nothing, actually.
Exactly. But in terms of working hours compared to United States, as they say,
It's like 7
they're way
hours.
less.
Yeah, to 8.
Yeah. But they pay. I'm not sure, they didn't stay the
Like
pay.
I said, school differs. Some schools is like Boma, 8 hours.
Yeah.
Some it's less. It's like you're not. I know the last previous school that I went to was like 6 hours actually. Yeah, from 8 until 1:30. Teachers and learners knock off at the same time, and then the other one was like from 8 until 3:30. Other one from 8 until 2:30 or 2 o'clock.
Yeah, but it's nowhere close to 9 hours, 9.5 hours.
So yeah,
That's it from me. I feel like the only problem we have in South Africa as teachers is the pay. That's the problem.
the pay and the man, you have to understand that we are the center of the world actually. How is that? We are building a foundation. We are building a foundation phase. Teachers, I feel like, I think I should write about this. I should go study something that is similar and write about this, everything that I have in my mind. You know what I'm saying? Because man, teachers are the best of the best actually. Heroes.
Okay, guys.
Great. Okay, you said we can debate about this another time.
Yeah, another time is a
It's
topic
fine.
for another
So
time.
happy another
video.
thing of working I was gonna say working more hours, that some teachers feels like, if for example mostly high school, I mean primary, so I wouldn't say much, but mostly in high school teachers have to prepare for the next day lessons, tests. That's why maybe they work more hours in school. Because now at home you can't prepare for tomorrow's lessons and then prepare a test, because now probably you are married, you have to cook and take care of the kids, take care of the husband. So now it's gonna be difficult. That's why maybe the hours are more than other countries. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
Like the reason why probably others are working more hours.
In United States.
Okay, let me say in United States, it's mostly because they have to prepare lessons, tests, exams and whatnot. You can't do that at home because you have other things to do. I get it. Teachers, we prepare every day. We prepare. We prepare for the next lesson, for tomorrow's lesson, for the end of week test. You prepare such stuff.
Okay, I get what you say.
Like you can only do it when you're at school, because that's the environment where you could just focus on your books only. But now when you're at home, you have things to do: laundry, cleaning, kids, husband, cooking. So how are you gonna do that? So now when you're at work, you focus on work.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Maybe that's why the working hours are like from whatever, 9 hours, 10 hours, or whatever. I don't know.
Okay, guys. It was a nice reaction. We want to hear your engagement. Please subscribe, please comment, please like. And we are with you. We are a family. Peace and love.